Hello everybody. Today we are going to learn chapter 11, Human Digestive System. Can you please take out your book and turn to your resource book notes. Turn to chapter 11, Human Digestive System. Now, have you taken your breakfast or lunch? If you have done so, what is happening inside your body after food enter your digestive system? Let's find out today. Okay, have you actually drunk this before? The Vitagen and the Yakult? Okay, I'm not so sure whether you love to drink Vitagen or Yakult, but let's take a look at a short advertisement.
It's impossible to stick to a healthy diet because temptation won't let us. It turns an iron will to jelly. It is a clever seductress, a master of disguise. But with Vitagen, managing your digestive health is easier. Drink Vitagen daily. It's the only cultured milk that contains both prebiotics and probiotics to maintain a healthy digestive system. Vitagen, be good to your gut.
Now, I'm not trying to advertise for Vitagen or maybe Yakult, just to tell you a little thing, fun fact here, how this type of cultured milk drinks help you. Now, in our body, right, we actually have good bacteria and bad bacteria. So the cultured milk drinks actually contain billions of good bacteria, which will prevent those bad bacteria from growing in the intestines. It also contains fibers, which help us, to prevent constipation. So generally, cultured milk drinks, they help in digestion and can be good for you, but provided you drink it moderately. You cannot drink like many bottles of it in a day. Okay, so why is the digestive system important to us? Because the amount of food that we take each day can be quite a bit. But how are we going to make the nutrients from the food, okay, be available to the cells in our body? Okay, to do so, we need the digestive system. Okay, so at the end of this segment here, you should be able to explain the importance of why we all need a digestive system. Now, first of all, why is food important? Okay, if you are now listening to this lesson without taking your food, okay, you might be not able to focus because your stomach is growling. Oh, hungry. I want to eat food. I don't want to study science. Okay, so why do we need food? Food provides us with the energy for our daily activities and our basic cell processes, such as blood circulation within the body. Okay, apart from that, food provide us with the necessary nutrients for the growth of our body and to replace or to repair worn out body parts. Now, every day we have a lot of cells within us that actually die, okay, and they need to be replaced and repaired without you knowing it. Okay, so it's not just that you fall down, then you will replace or repair these parts over here. Okay, and you are actually at the age of growing puberty. Okay, so you need to ensure that you really have sufficient nutrients from the food that you eat so that you can grow. Okay, and I mean grow taller. I don't mean grow fatter. Okay, now other than these reasons here, food are also important for us due to social, economic, and psychological role in the society. What do we mean? Okay, imagine you crowd around the dining table with your friends or family, okay, and while you eat, you actually chit chat with them and you share with them your experience for the day, and this become a good social interaction. And of course, if we're talking about buying of food outside instead of cooking, okay, then this in terms also boosts the economy. So this is an economical impact. As for the psychological role here, okay, as you eat, okay, you won't feel hungry, okay, you feel fulfilled and contented. And as you eat and you interact with people as well, okay, your family or friends, okay, this actually help to make you feel connected and positive. So that's why we say that food is also important for social, economic, and psychological role in the society. Okay, now that we are all at home, I do hope that you still take your food and you still feel happy about it. Okay, what about the time when you're sleeping? Does your body actually use energy when you're sleeping? Actually, the answer here is yes. Because even though when you're sleeping, right, your body needs to carry out necessary processes like to pump blood, to make hormones, for you to breathe. And even when you are sleeping, the food is being still digested and also to repair any worn out or damaged cells within the body. So all these things are ongoing even when you are sleeping, and all this needs energy. And the energy comes from the food that you eat. Okay, the basic nutrients found in your food here. Okay, these are also the things that you included in your project. Okay, so we have three main groups of food, which is carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Now, we shouldn't neglect the fourth group also. This fourth group here actually is categorized as minerals and vitamins in general. Okay, let's take a look at the type of nutrients, the users of these nutrients, and where it can be found. Okay, this part here is also needed for you during your project work. Now, carbohydrate is actually an immediate source of energy. It's usually found in our staples. We call that rice and noodles, and also in the bread that we eat. Okay, the second group of nutrients is protein. Now, the uses of protein is to make new cells for body growth and to repair all the worn out cells and tissues, those that are damaged. Okay, proteins are also used to make some complex, complicated substances known as enzymes. Okay, we'll learn a little bit more about enzymes later. To put it simply, enzymes are natural occurring substances within our body that helps to speed up reactions within our body, such as digestion. Without enzymes, digestion will take very, very long. Okay, but with enzymes within the body, it makes the process of digestion faster so that our body can actually receive the nutrients from the food that we eat. So where can we find proteins? We find proteins from food such as meat and fish, milk, yogurt, and eggs. I hope these are not making you hungry now. It means that, okay, when we eat the food, right, they are actually quite large particles, and sometimes they cannot dissolve, okay, into our body. So we need this process digestion to break these big food particles into smaller ones and to make them soluble so that they can dissolve, then they can be absorbed by the body cells. So why must food be digested? Okay, the blue color one here represent the big molecules of undigested food. Okay, this is our cell membrane. Okay, so we need to digest it so that it becomes smaller, okay, and it can pass through the semi-permeable cell membrane. Okay, digested food are generally broken down, they are smaller in size. Okay, these cell membranes in our cells, they are partially permeable, meaning they allow some substances to pass through, but not the others. Okay, so usually large molecules like starch from the carbohydrates, okay, proteins and fats, they cannot pass through. So if we eat food that contain carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, okay, and we don't have digestion, right, then they cannot pass through our cell membrane. Then what's the point? So therefore, we need to have this process of digestion to break down these large particles into smaller one, so that these smaller molecules, particles here, they can pass through the cell membrane easily, then eventually into our blood, our tissues, and our cells that need these nutrients to function. Okay, but please take note, the fourth group of water, mineral, and vitamins, they usually can be absorbed directly into our bloodstream because they are actually quite small to start with and they are also water soluble. So water, minerals, and vitamins, they don't need to be digested. They are already small enough. Okay, for patients who cannot eat, right, normally we hang them on the drip. This drip here is glucose solution, which is like sugar. It provides energy. So glucose is the simplest form of carbohydrates. Now, carbohydrates usually can come in starch or sugar. Okay, so being a small molecule, glucose, sugar itself can actually be absorbed and used by the cell immediately. So when we hang these people with the drip over here, we hang glucose. We don't go and hang starch because starch is too big. So we hang glucose. Okay, we'll stop here for today and we'll see you again when we learn 11.2 to know more about what's digestive enzymes. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.